All right. How to know any guy. 5 deep questions to ask a guy to find out who he really is. So it's not somebody that maybe you're talking to on Hinge or Tinder. It could be that. It could be somebody you're dating. It could be somebody you're married to. And we'll see if you guys like these questions. This is according to a relationship expert. It will lead to a deeper conversation, and you can really know who he is. For example, at number 5, what do you wish you could tell people more often? What they're saying is, like, if you have like an entertaining story, or you have something that maybe you haven't told a lot of people, like, what do you wish you can share more?
Oh.
And I know go ahead, Squid.
I was going to say no. I wish I could tell people no more often.
You look like you do want to say that every time you speak anyway.
Yeah. Anytime we ask you to do something,
say it.
You're just like, all right.
Your face says it for sure. Your nonverbal screaming.
Yeah, like if they were to tell a story you say, if you're going to tell a story at a party that was entertaining that you don't get to tell that much, what would you share? You get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah, I would think on that particular one, if somebody asked me that question, I would say there's certain dark humor stories that I think are so funny that would get me canceled or something like that, that I could, but you just can't.
And I know this is probably not something you should look for in a partner, but that is something that's like higher on my list now, is they got to understand the dark humor and have it.
Yeah, and so I saw a quote the other day, or I can't mess this quote up because I can't even remember people's names, but it was talking about more of the lines of instead of everybody worrying about how different each other are, what if we started seeing all the similarities that we had instead?
That.
So a lot of times I think we're just ready to go, and anything that's could be considered offensive or this or that, we just want to harp on and jump on and be miserable.
And the woman, not girl, that I'm dating, Anna.
The woman.
I like saying girl, though. Anyway.
Yeah.
The darkest humor.
The woman sounds too. It's like senior citizen.
It's way too proper sounding.
I'm dating someone's aunt. I don't know. That's not weird.
But a girl does throw out some red flags for like pedophiles, right? Girl.
It's like, anyway, the female that I'm dating. Anyway,
I would say this girl I'm seeing,
Anna, she has the darkest humor. Jason, I think you would even be like, that's way worse than Jared.
Really?
She said something the other day, and I'm dying laughing. Not like, oh. She said, we're at a restaurant, I can't repeat. I'll tell you off the air. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe she said that about the waitress. Anyway.
Yeah, there's been once or twice I've been around her. I'm like, oh, she can hang with the boys.
Oh,
like,
1,000.
She can hang with the boys.
Yeah, Squid's been around her. Jay, I mean, you've all met her, but Squid's been around a little bit more. The fourth, at number 4. Oh, what we got here?
Katie has an observation. She's actually listening this morning.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
You just missed us too much, right, Katie?
Yeah, well, not quite. The thing I was wondering is, when did Jason get all kumbaya? Like, is that what happens when I'm not there? He's why can't we all just get along? We're one world.
The reason is because I'm in a much better mood and more positive.
You know what, Jason? Shockingly, so am I. I'm like calm and happy, peaceful,
but isn't it funny?
It's shocking.
I don't start with Katie, and the first thing she does is call in, and she's not even here to start.
I don't know. It was just like, am I listening to our show? Because it's so weird. We're one world.
No, I did not say that. I just said if we look at everybody gets offended and butthurt all the time. That's what I was trying to make a point. Gosh.
Katie, if
you just a little something that I noticed. That was all.
Katie, tomorrow, if you can bring in some, because you're not the show's mom, but the show's. But you, in some ways, you're the more responsible one with certain things. Do you have any ointment and bandages? Because I cut my face on the championship trophy last night in our basketball game. Or do you have a tetanus shot you can bring in? Because I'm a little worried about
important.
A little bit worried about it.
Sure.
I'll say
you know me and my drug arsenal.
You got something. All right, Katie. So you're gonna be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So we're on our way now we're there taking Henry to his penicillin challenge. It's always something fun.
Oh, my God.
When you have kids, Squid.
Penicillin challenge.
Penicillin challenge. But I'll be back tomorrow. And Jared, try not to bleed out between now and then from your cut on your face.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to.
You may need a penicillin challenge after that.
And will you share with us tomorrow what the penicillin challenge is?
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. And Jason, just keep being positive. I like it. It's a different you.
Well, I'll be positive the rest of the day, and then when I see you tomorrow, it'll be a different story.
You both have something to look forward
Hey.
to.
Bye.
Bye, Katie. Hope everything goes well.
Gosh.
I know what the pin is.
I was starting out, you know what? I feel more positive today and everything. Now I'm back to where we're supposed to be.
Well, let's go back to our kumbaya. No, but a deep question you can ask a guy to find out who he really is. What do you wish you could tell people more often? Usually they're talking about like an entertaining story. The fourth one is what gives you or what gives your life the most meaning? And if you answer that honestly, now, do you want a woman asking you this?
No.
Squid, would you like this? Any girl you're talking to ask you this?
Maybe if we've been like dating for like 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody asked me this, that I would feel like it's a trick question.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if the answer's not her, then I'm in trouble.
Right. Well, yes, I think you would be.
You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like
You.
this is just a question that they're just like sitting there thinking about, because like I'm not thinking this. I'm thinking like, what did I just eat? When's the game? Like I'm thinking about like farting, something like that.
Right.
When you get hit with this, it's like, what in the hell are you talking about?
But they're saying, the experts, if you can answer these questions and talk about these things, you can at least feel like you know the guy. You can get to know a little bit better about him. But the thing that brings you the most joy in life. And, of course, if you've been with somebody for a while, you can say, well, besides you. So you got that base covered. And then you go into, like, oh, my kids or, you know, my church or Jason's pastor that he sees and he gets really excited about. He has to untuck
By
his
the
shirt.
way, scheduled for a lunch.
Hey.
Reluctantly, because I'm thinking, oh boy, this is going to be awkward.
Yeah, Jason texted me, and actually my daughter by accident, because my daughter has my old phone number.
Yeah.
And he said, do you know a good Christian place to eat? What's a good Christian restaurant? I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was
Chick-fil-A?
like,
I don't know.
Chick-fil-A.
and I'm like, there's Italian, there's Mexican. You can't tell me there's not one Christian restaurant.
Chick-fil-A.
I'm not going to
cuisine.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's not a religion. Italian's not a religion.
Guys, there's a lot of Christian Italians and Christian Hispanics.
You can assume probably most places there's somebody there that is Christian.
I mean, there is Jerusalem downtown.
Yeah, I told him to go to Jerusalem Market just to throw him way off base.
I mean, my gosh.
Well, good luck. Do you know where you're going?
Yes, I do.
Hooters?
Chili's.
My daughter made that joke, and I was like, "What?" Because Jason texted her by accident and said, "What's a Christian restaurant?" And pretending it was me, she goes, "Hooters." I'm like, "That's a great joke. That's a really good joke.
Solid joke.
And I'm like, "How do you know about that?" But anyway, it's a good joke.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going
Something you
to
would say.
Salsaritas.
Nice.
No, you're
okay.
not.
Yeah.
Salsaritas is good.
Why?
Salsaritas is good. I know. I
I
just
used to
thought,
get it for free, but yeah. That's
really?
well, my girlfriend at the time worked there. So
No, I used to go there every
she hooked
Monday.
it
Kids,
up. Oh, that's what I miss most about her. Is Salsaritas.
kids eat free. They used to eat free on Monday.
Really?
So I used to go every Monday.
Yeah, I'm very worried that I'm going to say something offensive, the wrong thing to say, or this is going to be a sit down like, do you know how you're leading your life? Yes, I do.
He's gonna ask
Slightly towards the devil, so I got to change things up.
I'm fully aware. You're not bringing anything to light that I didn't already know.
Right, exactly that. I know.
He's going to ask you these 5 deep questions.
Yeah.
Get to know you.
Or he can do like a basic questionnaire. Have you heard of Moses?
No.
Abraham?
Nope. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I did about that. Yeah.
Isaac? Jacob?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Jesus.
Barely.
Jason's got the Noah song. That's about it.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What is? Do you know it?
Oh, who built the ark?
Yeah.
Noah? Noah? Yeah.
Can you sing it?
That's all I know.
I don't think I know it.
Who built the ark? Noah. Noah.
I have no idea what the song
I like
is.
that. I like the dramatic
never heard of
pause.
the song,
Noah. Noah. All right. 3 more questions.
I
He's
mean,
gonna do that when lunch gets uncomfortable. Just break out into that song.
this is
Start singing.
or something I go, oh, yeah. Matt, you weren't here, but there was this whole segment about this pastor. So I don't know. I find that myself ironic to be in a position that I'm going to sit down with the head pastor
Right.
to have lunch.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I know.
It's on the back of my mind. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous for you.
Thank you.
Jason said he's never been more starstruck in his life. He's met
Well-
Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson, You know,
You've
all
been inside P. Diddy's house.
He turned down an invite to Kelly Clarkson's home. He turned down like a meet and greet with Adele. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy is incredible, and it's a whole story about it.
Yeah. So
He's
this
a
guy's
great
awesome.
speaker. Jesus or not, it's a great speaker, and I'm just like, oh boy, what did I get myself into? All I wanted was a selfie, and now I'm having lunch with him.
I really want to sit at like a table that's kind of close, just over here, and I'm like, oh gosh, he's supposed to put his mouth.
Sermon wraps up. He's done the call to the altar, and Jason's like, "Can I get a selfie?"
Hey, can I put this on my IG? All right, 3 more questions, deep questions you can ask a guy to find out who he really is. We said, what do you wish you can tell people more often? What gives your life most meaning? How would someone who knows you well describe you? Ooh. And that's when you bring in your exes. Like, go ahead. She's been waiting in the car to tell you a bunch of stuff.
Tear me down.
No, and so I think it's an interesting way to think about, like, how do you think somebody would describe you?
Yeah.
You get to know somebody better. 2 more questions. What are you passionate about? I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because then you can really get to know somebody deeper. And then the number 1, and this is a tricky one, how would you explain your life story? Boy.
Yeah, most of these I would have to sit and think about for like an hour.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a conversation, like a deep conversation. And so, ladies, we don't want you to ask us any of these questions. Or if you do, maybe 1 a year.
Yeah.
Let's not do all 5 in one sit down.
And don't expect me to answer immediately.
Yeah. Or give you a good answer at all. Yeah. I probably won't.
Don't expect a lot. Don't expect a lot.
Yeah, give me like a week.
If
to,
you
like,
go
think
in
about
with
it.
low expectations, you might be pleasantly surprised.
That's
Never
right.
go in with high expectations.